Did we just get our first look at the opening battle of Avengers Doomsday? Hey everybody, Colton here, and many of you guys have sent me this supposedly leaked image of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man doing battle on the set of Avengers Doomsday. So we're going to take a look at the image, break down what's happening, if this image is even real, and why this opening scene of Avengers Doomsday is so important to the story. So first off, this picture, this version of it at least, it is AI enhanced, and we need to be super clear about what that means. This isn't the CSI take a 144p image and make it 4K magical technology that retrieves image data that doesn't exist. An AI enhanced image is just generative AI recreating an image in higher quality by interpreting what it thinks is there based on the information it is given. You know, it'll try to recognize like eyes or mouths or whatever. So it's a reinterpretation of the image by the AI. And this one seems to have also had a human hand involved. Now, I just want to say, we live in a world where this picture leaked of Andrew Garfield from Spider-Man No Way Home. And it actually made sense that in a world where everyone has a 4K camera in their pocket, that we actually got a leaked like HD, damn, I think that picture kind of was like 4K, right? Image of Andrew on set, as opposed to what leaked images usually look like, which for some reason is a grainy, unrecognizable, taken on a potato type image that usually turns out to be fake. And the reason they're all grainy like that is usually to hide the fact that they're fake and get people talking. So I'm going to tell you whether or not I think this one is real in a sec, but first let's just break down what's in it. In the image, we see Wolverine, mask on, leaning up against some type of metal door or piece of something with a 3 on it, and he is holding some kind of device in his arms. Now, we'll break down what that device is here in a second. In front of him, we see who is allegedly Tobey Maguire in a mocap suit, implying that he may have a brand new suit for Doomsday, perhaps a nano suit after he and Doc Ock spent some time in the MCU in No Way Home and learned more about nanotechnology, something that they were both already studying in their own world. And it has, of course, been part of the rumors for Doomsday that Tobey will have a brand new suit. So, like we're seeing Tom Holland's Spider-Man get a new suit at the end of No Way Home, as well as now in Brand New Day, and that suit is based on Tobey and Andrew's cloth suits, which is confirmed here by this leaked copy of the script for Brand New Day. We could see Tobey now having gone the opposite direction and developed a nanotech suit. So, this picture, it is supposedly featuring Tobey Spider-Man fighting Jackman's Wolverine, the same one from Deadpool and Wolverine, and according to other leaks, this fight is happening on Tobey's world as Deadpool and Wolverine, who are working with the X-Men, have been dispatched to that universe to plant a bomb and destroy Tobey's world, like they've destroyed supposedly many other worlds before, because their universe, the X-Men universe, it keeps suffering from incursions. Remember, an incursion is when the barrier between two worlds erodes and the worlds begin to collide, and both worlds will die if one is not destroyed first. So the X-Men, they have been met with the trolley problem of allowing their universe and the one they're colliding with to just die, or to destroy the universe that they're colliding with and save at least half of the trillions of lives that are on the line. But here's the kicker. If the X-Men universe keeps colliding with other worlds, and Tobey's universe is just yet another world to bump up against theirs, and the X-Men have destroyed reportedly many other universes, then I think you could make a pretty concise argument that the more moral answer, if your goal is to save as many lives as possible, would be to just let your world collide with another universe and stop it from then colliding with tens or hundreds or thousands of more universes in the future. Or destroy your own world and save the other one you're colliding with and stop the chaos right there at that point. That's all assuming if your world is the problem. But we don't know that the X-Men universe is the problem. Theoretically, since they've messed with their timeline so much, it could very well be. But there's also the high likelihood that destroying their own universe or just allowing the incursion to complete and destroying those two worlds, there's an argument to make that it wouldn't stop any future incursions or save any additional lives because the multiverse is dying and incursions are happening everywhere. So really, all the X-Men are doing by destroying the universes that they're colliding with is saving their universe from extinction and destroying other worlds that were going to be destroyed, were going to die anyway because they didn't have the resources that the X-Men apparently do. But that's all speculation. We'll still have to wait and see what the situation actually is, but I really do love the idea of us seeing the X-Men in this moral quandary of what to do. And if real, I love the look on Wolverine's face here in this image. It looks like the face of a man saying, like, I am so sorry for what I'm about to do, showing us that Wolverine doesn't want to be destroying entire realities, but it's a dirty job that he signed up for with the hope that is for the greater good. And I'm assuming that that device in his hand is the bomb that he needs to place to essentially prune Tobey's reality from existence. Now, rumor has it that we will see these two fight, Wolverine and Spider-Man, and both will have like a reluctance to be doing so, but they're also both trying to save their worlds. And it is also rumored that the scene will then end with Tobey's universe being destroyed and the X-Men universe being saved, but that Wolverine will stay behind in Tobey's universe as that universe begins to crumble, and it is then left open-ended as to whether or not they survive the destruction of Tobey's universe. My guess is that the two of them will land in the void or get picked up by Loki or hell, maybe even Doom, and then I'm really hoping that Hugh and Tobey have big leading roles in Avengers Secret Wars. Now, here's why the scene is so special and important for Avengers Doomsday, especially just to open the movie with. Doomsday's entire premise is, hey everybody, it's been a while. Maybe you haven't seen a Marvel since Endgame, or maybe you did see like one or two since Endgame, and it was likely Spider-Man No Way Home and Deadpool and Wolverine. And hey, maybe you didn't see Loki. Man, well, look, basically what's happening here is the multiverse is dying. Universes are crashing into each other, and it's a big deal. And that's what they are needing to convey up front, right out the gate. We need to see and understand what an incursion is, and that universes are actually dying. There are true stakes happening here. And instead of just showing us some random other universe with brand new variants of characters that we have no attachment to and just some big CGI explosion on a screen of, their universe dying, actually get down in the weeds and make us care. Hook the audience, make it make sense, the whole situation that's happening, and make people actually invested as they watch an incursion happen. And what better way to do that than to open the movie with the two goats of Marvel movies who don't originate from the MCU, come from different universes than the mainline MCU and the universe that the bulk of the film will be taking place in. Well, actually, the bulk of the film might be taking place in the Fantastic Four 828 universe. Anyway, I digress. But open the film with Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and Hugh Jackman Wolverine, the two goats. Not only does that give you two characters that pretty much the entire general audience knows and loves, and it plucks on those nostalgia strings, but it also makes it, for the more casual fans, able to understand, oh, those are Marvels. Those are Marvel guys from other universes. They're not part of the Avengers stuff, right? Not the MCU. They're from those X-Men movies and those old Spider-Man movies from back in the Disney. And oh, I see, their worlds are colliding. Different worlds are colliding. Wow, they're fighting because they are so desperate to save their world. Oh my God, did they just die? Boom, Avengers Doomsday, title card, ticking clock. Then you cut to Universe 616, the MCU, Avengers Tower. That's a kick-ass way to start the movie. So I don't know if this pick is real, but if it is, it looks dope. There's a good chance it's fake and just a creation based on leaks. If so, very well done. Let me know. Do you think this image is real? Let me know down in the comments below. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified every time we upload a new video. I've been Colton Ogburn. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.